Hi, my name is Helga, and this is a GoFundMe to ask for help to send me to an organization called Hope for Cancer and to be able to receive comprehensive cancer treatment. I've been a missionary since 2009, but the last 6 years I've been in Africa, South Sudan for a couple of years, and then we moved some kids to Uganda. And I was there for the past 4 years. And came home in November, and just for my regular trip home to connect with people, get a little rest, and then 6 weeks later head back to the children's home where I worked with Iris Ministries, and the diagnosis of triple negative breast cancer came up. So since that was in December, early December, so this past 5.5 months, I've just kind of been, I'm a person of belief, you know. I was a person of belief when I went in the military. Wherever they were going to send me, whether it was a war zone or someplace, whatever they wanted to do, I was going to be there because I had a belief to be in the military. I was raised in the military. Spent 10 years, loved the Navy, had a great time. I'm a person of belief. I lived a gay lifestyle for 15 years. God came and talked to me while I was riding my motorcycle in the Gay Pride Parade, and I left everything I knew, 2 very long-term friends and my partner of 9 years, because I needed Jesus, and that was more important to me than the nice house I had, the nice property I was going to retire to with my partner. I knew having Jesus was more important than that. And that's a long story in itself. But so I left that. And when I left my 1,600 square foot house in San Diego, you know, I told God, even if you put me in a studio apartment, whatever I'm doing, as long as I have you, I'm okay. So He did much more than that. He joined me to a great family, but a great church family, and so I'm a person of belief. 2009, I was worshiping Jesus to I can only believe, I can only imagine, you know. And I was in tears, and I was like, Lord, when I stand before you, I don't want to give you a paid off house and a great retirement. I want to give you my trust, and I want to give you my my service. And so I went to my spiritual mother and my pastor, and I was blessed to go on the mission field. Doors opened up for me. So I sold my house. I left my $50,000 a year job and the retirement that I was working on. I just left that, and I went on the field. And 2014, I ended up in South Sudan, and we took some kids, 93 kids, from South Sudan to Uganda out of a war zone. And you know, I could have a great house now that I can mortgage and pay for what I'm trying to raise, and I could have a retirement like going for me next year. I think it would have started, but there's nothing I would trade. I wouldn't have traded that. You know, God saw to it that I was going to be part of the team that brought these kids out, and I have absolutely no regrets about that choice. And whatever happens here forward, you know, whatever comes in or whatever I'm able to do, I have no regrets. I'm a person of belief. And I'm also a person of belief when it comes to my health. My mother died when I was 13 of breast cancer. She had a mastectomy. I saw what that looked like. And you know, there's part of me that says that's not my inheritance. To be what I saw with my mother. That's not my inheritance. I have a better inheritance in Jesus. So, and the belief that there's better ways of, for me personally, you know, treating cancer is a very personal decision. So for me personally, I want to go after something different than chemo radiation, and that's what was prescribed for me. 5 months of chemo, double mastectomy, and then we would see, you know, what happened after that. And I had been studying about natural ways of treating cancer, and I know some people that have beat breast cancer through ways other than chemo and radiation. And so I felt like I was given those tools for a reason, and that's what I've been doing the past 5 months. I'm feeling great. The bump, as I call it, has gotten a bit bigger, and I would like to have some comprehensive treatment from a medical doctor. And Hope for Cancer was opened by a Christian doctor who felt like that was his calling from God to open that place. They've been there many years, and all the doctors there are medically trained, and they do medical treatments, including low-dose chemotherapy, insulin potentiated chemotherapy. Not necessarily the treatment I would do, but I would be willing to do that, but I don't know that that's what they'll prescribe. But I trust this gentleman. I trust this place. I trust what I know of it. I trust what I see in this man's heart. His name is Tony Jimenez, Dr. Tony Jimenez. You can Google him and you'll find a Vimeo of him. But anyway, so I'm here. I'm here to say that I would like to go to his facility, and the cost for that is $43,000. And I've known about that these past 5 months, and when I first checked into it, because I would have liked to have done it, I thought, that's just impossible. And I've been very faithful to what I've been doing, exercising and detoxing my body, and eating, just plant-based foods and a plant-based diet, and I've been very faithful to that, and I'll keep going that. But this place will, address diet for me specifically, will address emotions, because cancer is very emotionally tied, and will address addressing the cancer itself. So anyhow, that is what this is for. So I thank you for your time and listening. I thank you for your heart. I bless you. I covet your prayers, as my pastor would say, who is also dealing with cancer. It's not a cheap thing. I have set the limit at 46, I think, because I would like some help to do some testing I need to do, and I have no money, and I'm already $8,000 in debt, a little bit over $8,000 in debt, with not a lot of income, but God has been faithful to me. He's supplied for me. It's been amazing these past 6 months that, I've had what I've needed to do some of the testing I've done, and to buy the foods and supplements that I need at this point. So I thank you again for your time. I bless you. God is good all the time. His purposes never look at your circumstances. His purposes never change based on circumstances. That's not to guide anything you do or believe. And His love for you is never defined by circumstances. And I can tell you for sure He has been faithful to me. I know that. I've walked that. So I love you. I thank you again, and God bless you.